I missed you yesterday. My apologies. If I could be here, I would. I thought I was on the upswing a couple of days ago, but apparently I wasn't. I went right down again. So this time, slow and steady. Okay, and that's really what the energy is too that we'll be experiencing until mid-February. It's one that will ask us to be the mountain goat, so to speak, in our climb for success. Up that mountain, you ever see those mountain goats on a mountain? It looks like there's nowhere to step, no way to go up, and yet slowly but surely they get to the top of the mountain. So it's up to us right now when we're walking our path to take deliberate steps, to have a patience in the plan and the strategy, and a faith that we will succeed in our goals. So sit back, relax. Let's explore the cosmic energies. Together, we can gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy, utilize this energy, and move forward today and every day. So, hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thanks for being here, and thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. Welcome to your daily focus for January the 5th, 2024. So today we have the energy of the 5. The 5 energy tends to be a very busy energy, so expect busyness to be in your forecast for tomorrow in some way, in some form. It just seems like we get extra tasks to do, or there just seems to be more of it to do. Things get on our list without unbeknownst to us, and then we find that we are actually backlogged, or we're running around doing 1,001 errands. But truly, the 5 energy is about creating happiness and joy, laughter, celebration in our life on a daily basis. It's an energy that asks us to let out our inner expression, to become creative in everything we do. Now, if we look at the daily numerology of the day, it would be the daily numerology of the day. It would be a 1 plus a 5 plus an 8, and that gives us the 14 energy. The 14 energy is having more by having less. It's looking at our lives and where we have collected things that we no longer need. It doesn't serve a purpose. It ends up being clutter in our life. And everything around us does have an energy, and when it becomes clutter, it takes our energy down, even though we don't really seem to tap into that. We don't become aware of it. It does truly. It's like that exercise bike that you've got that once upon a time you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to ride that thing first thing in the morning. And at first you did it and you're very proud of yourself. But then one day as you were getting dressed, you didn't have time to put the clothes where they needed to go. So you hung them over the exercise bike. And then you put a book on the seat. And then before you knew it, it was just an extra table in the room. And you don't even realize that you're doing this. But what you were doing actually is covering up a dream, a potential for your tomorrow. Slowly but surely. So we have to pay attention to what is clutter in our life. We have to pay attention to what no longer serves a purpose or has a value in our life going forward. And really, understand, if there was only 3 things that I could have in this world, what would they be? And chances are they would be things that you couldn't buy. Now 1 plus 4 is a 5. So once again, we're back to creating happiness and joy, giggles and laughter in our life, right? Okay, so the 5 is very potent today for us. Now, the sun is in Capricorn, and I believe the moon around 7:30 Eastern Standard Time will move into Scorpio. So we'll have a Scorpio moon for the day. And I missed yesterday, and there was this major turning point, so I apologize. A major turning point in our path. So we're going to start there, okay? Yesterday, Mars ventured into Capricorn. So our forward movement changes now in our gait. We now become deliberate. We become persistent. Once again, the mountain goat, as I was explaining in the preview. The mountain goat is one of the symbols of the Capricorn energy. And if you ever looked, in total amazement that they're standing on this little tiny piece of rock that's jutting out on the mountainside, right? And it looks like there's no way they got there. There was no steps to get there, and there's no steps up, but eventually they do. Eventually they try, they have a patience, they have a plan, they have a strategy, and they have a faith that they will succeed. And so they do. And so now we need to become that mountain goat in our path forward. We'll have more of a patience with ourselves. or maybe it's the situation itself in each step we take. Now today we have the sun in Chiron, and they're in a square. So we probably will be challenged in some way, okay? Where and why our confidence might waver is probably where it'll hit most of us. Indecision maybe come into play. And you know what? That's okay. It's okay to be indecisive. It's okay to be, I don't know if. That's the time to turn inwards. That's the time to look at your feelings, understand your fears. Okay, so if you're, understand where you're not feeling safe or you're uncertain about your direction. Perhaps it's your purpose or the conviction that you usually have wavers today. And regardless, this is put in our path so we can get in touch with our feelings, our anxieties that arise within us, that hold us back most of the time. And the moon in Scorpio is going to assist us to dig deep and uncover truths that may have laid hidden from us up till now, but only if we go on exploration of them. The natural tendency for most of society under this energy is to look for someone who seems to know what they're doing and follow their lead. And that usually ends up in some sort of regret. That's when you start working towards somebody else's goal or dream or desires, and yours is put on the back burner. So just be very careful of that energy. It's not there to belittle you or make you feel less than you are. You are a great person. You do have strengths. You do have capabilities. But sometimes, we waver, right? We're not where we want to be. So if I have all this talent, if I have all this ability, why am I not there yet? So we need to be the mountain goat, right? And just know that, we found this one little piece of rock to stand on, and now we'll figure out how to get to the top. And we'll get there. Okay, let's go to the cards. Okay, our underlying energy for today is the Chariot. The Chariot is pull it back. Okay, I know a lot of tarot card readers for some reason read this as energy to move forward, but it's actually, we're in this darkened forest. We really can't see the path ahead of us. It's foggy. It's unclear. The moon's kind of hidden. So we don't have that clarity. We don't have that knowledge. We don't have that understanding of what each path may lead to. Okay, we can't see in front of our hand right now. So it's a time to pull it back. It's a time to understand. Notice that we don't have any reins on these horses. These horses are geared to listen to you. Okay? So this is really your ambition. This is your Mars in many ways. We want to go forward now. Let's go. But we have to have that plan. We have to have that strategy. And we have to know why we're making this decision and that decision and where it's going to lead short term and long term. This isn't a time to hurry. It's a time to be very decisive and clear in each step that we take. So it's the right step the first time around, each and every time. Our first card today is, oh my gosh, the devil appears again. The phoenix rising out of the ashes. This card has been showing up over and over again ever since we went into that full moon energy, telling us to release what no longer belongs in our life. So the 14 energy, comes in here a little bit today on this energy too, even though we're talking the 15 here. But it's allowing things to leave, let go. If you've been holding on to something, let it go. And yes, if it was meant to be yours, it'll come back. Or maybe change the perception of the priority it is in your life. Maybe moving it from, number one, I got to help this person over here. I got to do everything I can for them. You have to be the number one priority. They can be number two, they can be number five, but you need to be the number one priority. Because if you're not strong, then how do you show up to help them be strong? This is about things that we do, activities that we do that really don't, it's more we're spending time instead of investing our time into our plan, into our strategy, into taking steps towards maybe our well-being, but also towards our successes, what we want to implement in our life, what we want to bring into our lives. And yes, the definition of ourselves going forward changes. Right? That's why we are the phoenix rising out of the ashes. The rebirth. Scorpio is very much about the rebirth. So this could also be the Scorpio moon here. Revealing some kind of answers to us that we, it's remained hidden. You have to go deep. Scorpio energy will dig for the truth. Ask the questions. Reveal the information. And it could have been just something somebody said once upon a time to you. And you held that as law when it was simply an opinion that they were giving at the time. 14 energy itself shows up. This is about having true balance. Many times she's depicted as 1 foot on the earth, 1 foot in the water. The true balance. But here she's mixing two. She's got 2 cups and she's going back and forth. This is about knowing what's right for you. Just because, there's an advertisement on TV and everybody's happy because they're eating this or drinking that or driving this or doing this, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to bring you that happiness. In fact, chances are it's not going to bring you the happiness, okay? It's a marketing gimmick to get you to buy because they go deep to the core. They hit you where it counts of how you want to be happy, how you want to create happiness and joy in your life. So start making your own commercials, okay, about who you're becoming, okay? If you do this every day, this is where you're going. Start advertising to yourself about your strategies, your plans, and how it's going to bring success and fulfillment into your life, how it's going to bring in abundance. And what doesn't do that for you, it's time to let it go. Okay, maybe you've been, attending something because they expect you to be there, but you begrudgingly show up. You don't take anything out of it. You don't even like the people that much anymore. What are you doing? First of all, you're bringing negative energy into their space. So shame on you. They want you to be happy. And if that's not happiness for you, then you have to be strong enough to say, this doesn't do it for me. So what will? What lights me on fire? What fills me with passion? What moves me in the way I want to go forward? What makes me feel secure and balanced? What makes me feel deeply loved, respected, included? And the 10 of Pentacles. This is the yes card. Those goals, those dreams, those desires you have, this is the yes card telling you that yes, it can be yours. Will you need to show up consistently? More than likely, huh? Will you have to team up with other people? Chances are, yes, if you want a great success in life. Will you need to let there be a certain amount of faith? Believe in the magic, perhaps. There's 10 pentacles there. It takes great focus to see all 10 pentacles. Okay, so it's about giving our dream, our goals, our desires, the attention it deserves in order to mature, in order to grow, in order to become the success we intended it to be. I'll get an oracle card here. Gee, I'm doing better than I thought. Still, I'm not going to push it. I've got the weeklies to do yet. We've got a weekend focus coming up. I've got lots on the go. I'm supposed to be in Florida and Mexico by the end of the month. So I got to do some work ahead of time to make sure that you guys have videos. Oh, look at this. Number 1, make a wish. When you do anything else today, just make a wish. Step into a dream, a desire. A new beginning, a new start. A new way of being, living. As a child, you may have been encouraged to blow on a dandelion and make a wish. And as you blew, the seed blossoms from the stems. They would be carried on a wind so your wish could be fulfilled. This card is a gentle reminder to set clear intentions about what you wish for your life. You are being asked what you would like. And at this moment, anything is possible. If you were given one wish, what would you wish for? Trust that your wish will be granted at the most opportune time and in the manner that supports you in the fullest. So definitely make a wish. I heard a story once that there was little fairies in there, and that was their very first mission, is to grab upon one of them and bring them up to the heavens and take your wish to be to be recognized and to become a reality for you. Okay. Do you have any little stories about the dandelion? Anyways, let's go to our animal, and we have the penguin, authentic. Yes, Abe, I hear you. Reach out. Oh, come on. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Be yourself. So I think that is a lot of times our worries and our fears and our anxieties, which the Sun Square and Chiron might bring into play today. So this card is telling you, just be authentic, just be you. And everything else will flow from that. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.